Yes, a very good morning to all our viewers at home today. Let me welcome you to another interesting episode of your favorite real estate program on television, the Property Show on Bumper Breakfast. I am still your favorite host, ESV Ewinla Mustafa. And of course, I'm not alone in the studio today. Najib, how are you doing today?
Fine, good morning.
Yes, good to be back in the studio. Yes, pretty much. On today's episode, you can be part of the discussion by sending text messages to the numbers that appears on the screen in a few moments from now. And you can also download the MITV app on the Google Play Store to watch us live from anywhere you are. And you can also follow our social media handles as well that will be displayed on the screen to be part of the discussion. And of course, on today's show, we have a pretty interesting discussion. And for me, each time I get to banter on this discussion, it worries me because it borders on youth unemployment. As of today, the unemployment rate in Nigeria is about 23.10%. This is quite worrisome because that was the last statistics based on the last year's third quarter. I can tell you for free that as of today, it will be more than that, because if as at last quarter of 2018, it was 3.10%, then now we'll be in the region of 33 or 40%, which is very worrisome. In Kenya, Kenya has a population of 49 million. Their unemployment rate is, the last time I checked, was about 7.4%, which is
That's pretty low.
pretty low.
Even the last time Nigeria had a relatively low unemployment rate, around
11. I think so far, the 23.10 so far has been the highest in Nigeria. So that goes to show that our unemployment rate is very alarming and disturbing, because there are no jobs. And every other day we hear all kinds of social vices that our youth get involved in, which is also one of the things that has affected us as a country. In Ghana, the unemployment rate in Ghana as of today is 2%. You can see that, yes, we can see that Ghana has a population of 28 million, but then there are jobs there. There are jobs. So so each time we banter on unemployment, it worries me and it saddens me that there are no jobs in Nigeria. And every year, we have millions of graduates that are being churned out every year from different schools that are joining the unemployed youth. That shows that our government needs to do something pretty fast to salvage a very critical situation.
Even some reports say by the year 2020, it gets about 3.5.
It will be worse. I tell you right now, we have MSc holders in Nigeria, we have PhD holders who don't have jobs. And at the end, you now sit and think that what is the need of you going to school if at the end you won't get a job. So we need to, that's why we have overemphasized the importance of going into skilled labor, things that you can do vocationally, pending when you will get a job. Because if you totally sit at home and wait for a job to come after school, you might not get a job. 5 years after school, you are still job hunting. So it's really sad. So today we're looking into that critical topic, youth unemployment. And of course, to do justice to that topic with us today, we have in our studio engineer Bamidele Idris. Good to have you in the studio, sir.
Thank you.
Good to have you. Yes, good to have you so much. So engineer Bamidele Idris is the CEO Getjobs.com.ng, and I am pretty much interested to further on this discussion, to hear what they have to offer us on Getjobs.ng. So now, Engineer Bamidele, we know that as professionally you're a mechanical engineer.
Yes.
And you also double as a CEO of a non-profit organization who has over time helped a lot of Nigerians in getting jobs through your platform. So what can you tell us about Getjobs.com.ng?
Okay. Thank you for having me on this platform. It's my pleasure. Getjobs actually started in 2017, and it was established based on my own personal experience. Personal experience of me graduating from the university and seeing some of my subordinates struggle in getting to know opportunities, getting to know about opportunities that abound. And you find out that there are a lot of fraudsters, there are a lot of con men all around trying to siphon the little amount that
extort people.
And I decided that why don't I bring in a platform whereby fresh graduates and even experienced graduates get to have inside information and also learn on skills, how to acquire skills, how to write their CVs, how to behave in interviews. So that was the whole idea and the vision. That's the vision, to actually bring job opportunities and also learnings for fresh graduates for free. So that's the whole idea. So we started in 2017, and we actually started on a WhatsApp group. Don't forget, we don't want to extort people. We're trying to make things easy for them. So we started on a WhatsApp group with just the 10 people. And as I speak, we're over 10,000 members. We actually migrated from WhatsApp platform to Telegram Messenger platform. So we can reach out to as much people as possible. And I'm so happy today that as I speak, we have over 200 documented job successes on the group. And these are all opportunities that people got without anybody collecting a kobo,
without making any payment,
you know. And we actually had our first job career last year in conjunction with Nigerian Society of Engineers Ikeja branch. You know, I'm also a chartered engineer, so I leveraged on that platform, and we tried to advise a lot of youths, both experienced and also fresh, on what they are supposed to have, the skills they're supposed to have to be able to to enable them to be successful out there. So that's what Born is.
Well said. You have a job fair coming on sometime this month.
Yes.
But before we go into that, let's go for this quick break and we'll be right back.
My name is Bamidele Idris. I founded Getjobs, a fast-growing job platform in Nigeria, upon the desire to bring job opportunities before the face of every unemployed Nigerian youth. In a country where number of unemployment rose by 3.3 million to 20.9 million in third quarter of 2018, according to Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. I set up a group with the sole aim of reducing unemployment by bridging the gap between employers and employees. The group has facilitated several mentoring, career development, and daily job uploads. We started on WhatsApp group with 10 members in 2017 and rose to over 9,000 members on Telegram Messenger platform as at April 2019. Getjobs team has successfully organized their first career fair in 2018 in conjunction with Nigerian Society of Engineers. We have recorded about 200 job success stories. According to Mark Zuckerberg, the challenge for our generation is creating a world where everyone has a sense of purpose. To keep our society moving forward, we have a generational challenge to not only create new jobs, but create a renewed sense of purpose. Thank you.
Yes, we're still on the property show with, and in the studio we have engineer Bamidele Idris. Now, let's talk about the upcoming job fair. I know that the publications are everywhere, and I know that a lot of Nigerians are looking to attend this job fair because everybody wants to have a job. I mean, it pays to have a job. You can't sit at home and do nothing. The idle mind is the devil's workshop. So, what do we need to know about this job fair?
The job fair is going to take place on the 25th of May, this month, and it's going to be in Lagos.
Okay.
Time between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. We're going to the venue will be the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Livingstone Parish.
Okay.
The address will be shown, and we are expecting a whole lot of guests. We have about 4 managing directors of different organizations will be coming. We have a group HR of top organizations that will also be coming. And what they are bringing actually is their experience. They are bringing their experience into place. And also, we are also hoping to actually recruit people, top talents within the job fair. So we encourage as much people as possible to come up. We are not collecting money from anybody. All we are just doing is trying to add value. So it's our own form of CSR. So we're not really collecting money from anybody. It's a passion. So the passion is to reduce unemployment as much as possible. And we have top recruiters that are also coming. And what they are coming to do is review CVs of people that will be there. And also there will be one-on-one sessions with top talents. So I've had some discussions with some HR for some organizations, and they're actually leveraging on this, because these days recruiters do not want to be publishing a lot of adverts online, so that they'll be able to screen out the ones that they actually need. So these are platforms that people actually need to come and take advantage of the one-on-one interactions with the recruiter. So it's an added advantage.
Wow, very interesting. And do you have any kind of support from the government for this brilliant platform? Or is it self-sponsored?
Now, for now, it's self-sponsored. Financial, it's just me that is taking it up financially. Though I've been getting some requests from some organizations, even some embassies have actually gotten in touch with me, and we're having discussions. But for now, it's self-sustaining. And like I said, it's my passion. It's not. It's a non-profit organization. It's not anything profit-related. So, just passion, driving unemployment down to the barest minimum. That's the passion.
Funnily, for me, I think I lost count of how many job requests I get from Facebook and my social media, and I lost count. People are actually looking for jobs, and they don't know about this kind of platforms where they can go to and meet people and get them networks and get opportunities and get themselves busy. I hope that Nigerians are watching this, and I hope that you can be part of this upcoming job fair. It might be a rare opportunity for you to get a job, and it's very funny because you can get a job from anywhere. Sometimes I've seen people that I've run into for 1 or 2 minute discussion, and they've gotten a job through one of my networks. So you can get a job from anywhere, particularly in programs like this. You can be rest assured that you get a job.
In fact, there was someone that was chatting with on the group today. She actually stated on the group that this is the 6th person that she has introduced to the group that has gotten a job. In fact, somebody just got a job this morning. The person just entered Lagos just last week, and she introduced the person to the group. Because what we do is that we get opportunities from recruiters that do not want to publish it publicly. So we now post them on the group, and members of the group now take advantage of that information. And most of the people that have been getting jobs are people that I do not know. I've never met them in my life.
Of course.
And these are people that are giving testimonies. So
and another thing I must say quickly, when you drive around the streets of Lagos, you see some job vacancies written on the walls. Most of those ones are fraudulent job recruiters. They just extort you of your money, and they don't give you any job. In fact, there was a particular one. There was a particular one that my wife, at the time she came back from the UK, she was job hunting. She saw one, I think somewhere around. She called and they asked her to come somewhere in Maryland. On getting there, it was all these drug company that I asked them before my wife went. I asked them, "Are you sure you are not looking for marketers to come and market your drugs?" They said, "No, it's a proper job." I said, my wife woke me up. I drove her there. I told my wife, if it's a marketing company that wants you to market drugs, just exit that place immediately. I drove only 2 minutes. My wife called me. It's the same. I had to drive her to go pick her. It tells you that these people are just trying to, look for vulnerable Nigerians that they will use for.
Yes. What we do is this. We con men and fraudsters actually update their skills also.
Of course.
So what we do is we try to get information, and we also publish on the group the list of fake recruiters based on what we've heard.
Exactly.
We have close to about 20 that we've published so far, and we are still updating it. So constantly we share this information so that people do not fall into they don't fall prey. So most times we publish it. There are some instances that though we ourselves we are not perfect, because there are some times that we get some posts we're not too sure And when some of our members go, they tell us that this is what they're actually telling them to do, paying 10,000 for somebody that is looking for a job, somebody that just finished from school.
Where does he get the money?
And you're telling the person to pay 10,000.
I was even going to ask you, how do you scrutinize these recruitment, these companies?
To ensure that they are not fraudulent.
Yes. Now, don't forget, we have a lot of recruiters on the group. So, like I said, we're not 100% perfect, but we have one-on-one discussions with the recruiters that before we post, that help us verify. And if the list that we published earlier, that thing matches, we now say, okay, we don't post them. Or we advise members, if we are not sure of that post, that please do not pay a kobo, that this group will not ask you for money. So we always emphasize that most times. That's what we do.
Okay, you said something very, very interesting to me the other time. You said you started on WhatsApp.
Yes.
How did you come about this, and how did you now, eventually move to the Getjobs
Telegram Messenger? Yes. Something that is a passion, you'll always look for something to add value. Now, it was always word of mouth. While we were about starting, it was always word of mouth. I have this particular job opportunity. Would you love to? Now, what gives me the joy is that satisfaction that this person is now earning a living. Now, if we give somebody, or if we link somebody to a particular job, now, assuming that person has 3 dependents, just assuming. Now, so one opportunity has affected 4 lives. So now, I'm now thinking, geometric progression. Now, you have over 200 people that have gotten jobs through the platform without extortion. Now, so 200 times 3 people. So you're affecting 600 lives. So that is the joy. There's this thing they taught us in school, Maslow's hierarchy. Exactly. That the basic needs, that comes at the minimum. Now, the highest on that Maslow's hierarchy is the self-actualization. Self-actualization, fulfillment, that gratification. So it is that self-actualization that is the driving force. So we started with word of mouth, and we felt, okay, why don't we have a platform instead of word of mouth? Let's use technology.
Exactly.
And that was how we started this.
Okay, so before we go further, let's go for this quick commercial. We'll be right back.
In the days when maybe sometimes you recruit online, right, and you're chatting with the candidates. In the days when it was expensive to send text, you do application. But these days,
Getjobs presents Job Fair 2019 in conjunction with the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Livingstone Assembly. Date May 25, time 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. We will be hosting over 3,000 participants from all across Nigeria, 50 companies, 20 speakers, and experts. This career seminar is for both the unemployed and the employed at Job Fair 2019. Participants, we have networking opportunities with prospective employers, live sections, writing CVs and preparing for interviews, industry exposure, job opportunities, and on-site interviews. At this great event, we will be welcoming great speakers who are managing directors of companies, HRs, and experts, who will be taking our participants through all the necessary paths towards not only having jobs but sustaining jobs. Here are the speakers: Malam Ibrahim Lawal, Pastor Tunde Dahina, Soyebi Samson, Ayo Ogunson, Eunice Atu Ejide, Pastor Dada Michael, Sheyi Adeoye, Ekpem Ugo, Funso Aloye, Ezeni Obiora, Angela Broadway, Dr. Irepito, Yewande Jinodo, Apostle Judge, Dolapo Adeye, Robert Ogiri, Engineer Charles Akitola, Dr. Dioko Adedeji, Henry Ajayi, Dr. Dolapo Conte. Venue, the Redeemed Christian Church of God, 48 Shala Martin Street, opposite Fletch Primary School, New Okwaba, Lagos. For more enquiries, contact Ayobami at 080-860-36978, Dele at 080-3711-8612.
Okay, so welcome back, viewers at home. So, Engineer Bamidele, as we draw closer to the end of the show, For viewers at home who would like to contact you directly, probably through your social media handles or your phone numbers, please can you
Okay. My name is Bamidele Idris. You can always get me on LinkedIn. My LinkedIn name is Bamidele Idris. And also my phone number is 080 3711 8612. Our website is www.getjobs.com.ng. Getjobs.com.ng. You can always reach me on that. Thank you.
So,
Two questions.
go ahead.
Okay, the person is asking, do you have a physical office that they can always contact you? No, yeah, just told that phone number. Then the person is also asking, do you have a Facebook page or platform that, apart from the Telegram thing, where they can also relate with other people?
Yes, we have, we do not have an office.
Yes, please.
We do not have an office. The world has gone past physical office.
Most people run virtual office these days.
Yes,
in fact, even online offices, and you can still do your business.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, then the website, you can always reach us via the website. And also my LinkedIn profile. My LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn is more professional.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to.
It's more, yeah.
It's more professional, and you meet like minds on LinkedIn.
Yes,
so that's why I prefer people to reach me via.
You even meet more recruiters on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. So we encourage people to go on LinkedIn. Bamidele Idris is my LinkedIn profile, and also my number, which I'll repeat: 080 3711 8612. My phone never goes off, so I'm always accessible.
Of course, you need to be available 24 hours.
Yes, I'm always accessible.
There you go, viewers at home. It's been a very interesting discussion today in the studio with engineer Bamidele Idris. Like I said at the earlier part of the show, our government needs to be at their A list when it comes to unemployment rate in Nigeria. The rate is alarming, it is worrisome, it is saddening, it is, you can give me more adjectives. So I hope that this time next year we'll have lots of youth who will be gainfully employed and are doing something very meaningful with their lives, so that we can actually eradicate this entire menace of internet poverty and internet fraudsters. When people don't have jobs to do and they have to eat, that's when they go into shady deals or shady ways of making money. So, but completely, if there are jobs, guys like that won't go into such things. But until we can completely provide jobs for our citizens. And lastly, I must say that we live in a country where if you are not gainfully employed, you don't get any entitlement from the government. In advanced countries, once you are jobless, the government puts you on their payroll. That's in those societies, you don't see youths getting involved in frauds. But so I hope our government stakeholders are listening to this. Provide jobs for us. We need jobs. We need jobs, and also provide platforms for people to genuinely get jobs, not those ones that we see on the road, walking a sheep, it's crazy, it's crazy. So that's pretty much how far we can go on today's program. Until we see you next time on the Property Show on Bumper Breakfast. I'm still ESV Ewinla Mustafa. Thank you.